all right. So welcome to the channel, guys. And you know, very, very important. Man, the sun is lethal. But anyway, very important topic today. We're gonna talk a little bit about mindset. We're gonna talk about the different types of mindset that we see in today's society, which can be broken down into three large groups. Now, before we start with the video, please remember to smash that subscribe button, smash that like button for me. I would really, really appreciate it. And also, guys, as you know, much of this content on this channel is based on the chapters of my motivational ebook called Hope for the Youth, a Manual for Success, which is linked down below should you be interested in that. It's going to help you level up your life, going to help you level up your mindset. So it's a really, really great investment to make. But otherwise, let's dive into this. Mindset, right? Your way of thinking, your way of looking at your goals, analyzing your goals, your way of perceiving life. It's a very broad term. But essentially, mindset can be divided into three large groups. We have a fragile mindset, we have a rigid mindset, and we have an anti-fragile mindset. Now I'm going to explain the differences between all of these as we go along. Let's start with fragile mindsets, right? So this is something unfortunately we see in the modern society. People taking offense at the smallest things, right? Very fragile. And the reason being is that because we, as our generation, have been given so much luxuries, we've been given so much options, and actually, this is one of the most peaceful times in human histories. I mean, apart from the war situation that we have going on in Europe, this is actually one of the most peaceful time periods of our human race. So therefore, we're pretty lucky to be in it. But in a sense, that has made us more sensitive. It has made us more, how can people will say, oh, the modern word is woke, right? It's made us a more woke society. In other words, we take offense to the smallest of offenses that people in the past would have just laughed off. And you still get individuals that think like that. I have that mentality. I do not let small offenses or small comments or irrelevant things, cloud my judgment or cloud my life. And I'm sure a lot of you watching as well, you have that mindset. But the problem is that our society as a whole, the majority have a very fragile mindset. They are easily offended. And that's why, we see lawsuits left, right, and center. We see these cancel cultures emerging on social media. I mean, what garbage is this really? And on this channel, we speak the truth. We're going to speak the truth about this, right? But essentially, unfortunately, we're caught up in a very fragile society. A bunch of so-called sunflowers, sensitive to everything people say. And I mean, of course, there are limits and there are lines to what is offensive and what is not offensive. There's obviously a line that if that line is crossed, I myself would say, you know what, yeah, that is offensive. But stop taking offense at the smallest of things, people. Life is too short to harbor a grudge. Then, moving on to the second main mindset, which is a rigid mindset, very hard to intimidate. And I like to think of myself as having a mixture of a rigid and an anti-fragile mindset, which we'll get to in a minute, by the way. But a rigid mindset essentially is almost, if I can explain it very simply, it's almost a no-care mindset, right? It goes in through the one ear, out of the other, right? And these are normally, this essentially also leads to some level of ignorance. Because you might be telling the person, I don't think this is a good idea, you should not do that, and you have evidence which indicates this is not a good idea, but that person will still go on and do it, and he will bear the consequences after that, and he'll think back and he'll say, oh, maybe I should have listened. That is the essentially a rigid mindset, right? It has its ups, it has its downs. Rigidity in terms of not allowing negative commentary to affect you, that's a good thing. But also rigidity in terms of completely ignoring advice that can actually save you is the negative aspect of that mindset. And lastly, we have the anti-fragile mindset. This is the mindset that I myself work towards. Anti-fragility, strength from pressure, strength from negativity, strength from criticism. An anti-fragile system, right, when it is placed under pressure, it strengthens. Same with an anti-fragile mindset. When you are placed under pressure, when you, all that you hear is negative commentary, but you use that negative commentary as fuel to further yourself in life. That is what an anti-fragile mindset attains. Now, you might be asking, what is the best mindset? If I were to pick one, I would pick anti-fragility 99% of the time, because anti-fragility, even though negative commentary, negative thoughts may still creep in, they may still affect you, but the thing is that you don't ignore it. You use it as a way to fuel yourself, to further yourself in life. So essentially, guys, mindset explained in three different broad types of mindset. If you guys have types to add to this, obviously leave your comments down below. I would love to hear your 2 cents about all of this. This channel is open for debate. Please remember that. But essentially, yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the video. I hope you gained something from it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to really immerse yourself in this content. If you're interested in Hope for the Youth, a manual for success, it is linked down below in the description box. I hope to see you all there. We'll see you in the next video.